It may have come as an even larger surprise to Gwen Stefani that she would end up falling in love with her country star husband's home state of Oklahoma than the fact that she would end up being married to Blake Shelton. In a brand new cover story interview with People, she expresses her astonishment at being able to flee to Oklahoma, a location she doubts she would have ever visited. "I felt at home when I first met Blake," she said. Stefani was raised in Anaheim, California, and her career never truly took her to the American South or country music scenes. Stefani says, "Going to Oklahoma was just like being introduced to a whole world I didn't know about. I'm not particularly a fan of bugs or dirt. That much humidity, in general, I don't like. But because the scenery is so stunning, you sort of forget about everything. It must be fair that nature and God are in harmony there." She initially used her time in Oklahoma as a chance to unwind and hide out, not understanding why Shelton enjoyed to work on the farm so much. She continues, "Now I understand why he likes to work extremely hard, why he loves to be on the tractor, why he loves to grow things. We used to go there, and I would say, I don't want to do anything. I'm worn out. Just lie here while we eat pizza. But now that we arrive, both of us are working. We must plant those sunflowers. We have to make the zinnias grow. And we just never stop working. It's a unique kind of employment," Stefani explains. In Oklahoma, Stefani has been heavily involved in gardening for a considerable amount of time. She discussed her favorite new pastime on the Ellen DeGeneres show in the spring. 10 facts about Blake Shelton you probably didn't know. You'll discover what Blake Shelton thought of his 90 seconds mullet, his pet peeves, the songs he sung when he competed in pageants as a child, yes, really, and more in this list of 10 facts you didn't know about him. No. 1. Turkey was the name of a pet turkey that Blake Shelton once owned. Shelton's turkey isn't actually depicted in this photo. Shelton expressed his desire to bring Turkey to the subsequent award show he attended in a 2003 interview with CMT. Has only visited Arkansas once before. He has been to Oklahoma, his birthplace, and presently resides in Tennessee. Therefore, I feel a responsibility to show him the world because I feel like he wouldn't be able to achieve things without me, the singer stated. Unfortunately, Turkey wasn't intended to watch award presentations, according to Great American Country. He passed away in June 2003 from heat stroke. No. 2. He received a tweet inviting him to join the Grand Ole Opry. The Grand Ole Opry's first ever Twitter invitation was sent to Blake Shelton. "At Blake Shelton, you're invited to join the Grand Ole Opry," the real tweet said. On October 23, 2010, "See you." Shelton immediately answered, let me think. Okay, because he is such an avid Twitter user. The Oklahoma native was present to give a warm embrace to Trace Adkins. His 3 biggest pet peeves are bare feet, persons who aren't properly attired. Shelton once told CMT that he finds it unacceptable to watch people standing on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry or any formal venue while wearing a t-shirt and baseball cap. Additionally, he despises bare feet and begs his peers to cover stinkin', nasty feet in music videos. Shelton asserts that flip-flops aren't even acceptable. This sort of explains why Shelton appears to be wearing a jacket on The Voice practically always, don't you think? He thinks he has one of the crappiest tattoos in the world. Shelton designed his own tattoo, which is meant to depict deer trails because he enjoys hunting. The recordings, however, are frequently misconstrued as something different by people. People still approach me today and remark, "Man, ladybugs, that's cool." The vocalist asks, comically, "What does that mean to you?" He claims, "I probably have the worst tattoo in world music, if not all of country music." Later, he added barbed wire to the tattoo to make it more manly. Craig Morgan, a trusted buddy, is especially eager to make fun of Shelton's tattoo. No. 5. A fan once gave him an iguana as a gift, which horrified him. "We were playing a fair, and a few people were handing me stuffed animals and flowers, but one person handed me a paper sack," Shelton explained to The Boot in 2008. "So I returned to the bus with everything. When I opened the sack while holding it in my lap, a live iguana leaped out and landed on my shirt. I yelled like a little girl. It terrified the living daylights out of me, and I think it took a year off my life." He'll protect that mullet. Number 6. According to Shelton, "Nobody else in the world seems to think it was as awesome as I still think it was," she said in a People interview. The musician formerly had a mullet, which others advised him to trim, but he steadfastly resisted. In essence, it has now devolved into a simple matter of pride. He recounts his earlier days with long hair, "And I know it looks terrible, but it is just more fun to me to annoy people than cut my hair to please them." He toyed with bringing it back during the pandemic, but common sense won out. No. 7. When he was named one of the sexiest men alive, his mother was more thrilled than he was. "I wasn't really sure what was going on. Thus, I said some foolish things. I don't think they know me very well because I later learned that it was a major problem." Regarding the acknowledgement from People magazine, Shelton stated, My favorite part about it, though, is that I know my mother, a hairdresser in Ada, Oklahoma, will tear out that page, stick it to her mirror, and show it to all customers. No, they'd be quiet. Reality TV used to irk him. I despise reality shows, Shelton said in response to the question about what reality show he would like to go in. Realtree road trips on the Outdoor Channel, however, would be my choice if I had to be on one. Given that he now serves as a coach on The Voice, which is somewhat different from Realtree road trips, we can assume that his opinion of reality television has evolved somewhat since then. No, 9. He was once a young contestant. Simply put, this is too good to be true. When I was 6 or 7 years old, my mother entered me in a pageant. It's still the worst experience of my life and I have no idea why. Being in a pageant, Shelton said CMT in a video interview that has since been taken down. She put me in like 2 or 3 in a row there, so that had to have been the first one, but I can't recall. And I recall performing Ted Nugent's Cat Scratch Fever and Bob Seger's Old Time Rock and Roll, which were probably my 2 most well-known tunes. What did his costumes look like, we wonder? Please upload that on YouTube as soon as possible. Blake's mom. No. 10. She will say yes, if you construct it. Shelton built Stefani, a devout Catholic, a chapel on his Oklahoma property, though we're not sure if he did it himself. According to the Instagram snapshot she posted, here is where he proposed to her. Some reports claim that they may also get married here, but that is still uncertain.